Welcome to College Sports Check Basketball Scoreboard, CommunityRadioLI.com, Spreaker.com, hashtag sports. Here are the scores from the weekend and on Monday, and also the current rankings. Starting with Friday, we got number 10, West Virginia defeated number 24, Iowa State, 87-76. Number 21, Wichita State defeating Bradley, 82-56. Illinois State over Evansville, 82-69. Southern Illinois defeats Loyola Chicago, 55-50. Princeton defeats Harvard 73-69. Citadel over Western Carolina 78-72. Milwaukee over Detroit Mercy 85-60. Delaware over Hofstra 81-76. Campbell over Radford 66-50. Ohio over Miami, Ohio 59-55. Dartmouth over Penn 76-74. Western Michigan over Central Michigan 88-80. Buffalo defeats Bowling Green 82-68. Toledo defeats Eastern Michigan 60-56. Ball State over Northern Illinois 87-82. Yale over Cornell 90-63. Brown over Columbia 88-68. Monmouth over Niagara 84-59. Samford defeating BMI 79-61. Some more scores from Friday. Jacksonville State defeats Belmont 65-59. Youngstown State over Cleveland State 84-69. Winthrop over Gardner-Webb 80-77 in OT. James Madison defeats Drexel 82-70. Akron over Kent State 66-56. Pacific over Pepperdine 89-84. Missouri State defeats Northern Iowa 70-64. St. Peter's over Canisius 61-58. Tennessee Martin over Murray State 73-67. Portland over San Diego 60-55. Then we get to Saturday, March 4th, 110 games on Saturday, starting with number 1, Kansas defeating Oklahoma State 90-85. Number 2, Villanova over Georgetown 81-55. Number 3, UCLA over Washington State 77-68. Number 4, Gonzaga defeats Pacific 82-50. Number 5, North Carolina defeats number 17, Duke 90-83. Number 6, Oregon defeats Oregon State 80-59. Number 7, Arizona over Arizona State 73-60. Louisville, number 8, Louisville defeats number 19, Notre Dame 71-64. Number 9, Kentucky over Texas A&M 71-63. Number 11, Baylor over Texas 75-64. College Sports Check Basketball Scoreboard. Saturday scores: Vanderbilt defeats Florida 73-71. Seton Hall over number 13, Butler 70-64. Number 14, SMU defeats Memphis 103-62. Number 15, Florida State defeats Miami, Florida. Number 25, Miami, Florida State was this one, 66-57. Number 20, St. Mary's, California defeats Portland, 81-58. St. Mary's clicked up one spot to 19th. Number 21, Wichita State defeats Missouri State, 78-63. Number 23, Virginia over Pittsburgh, 67-42. Indiana defeating Ohio State, 96-92. Providence over St. John's, 86-75. Rutgers defeats Illinois, 62-59. St. Francis, PA over Wagner, 71-70. North Carolina, Greensboro over Citadel, 76-67. North Carolina Wilmington defeats Delaware 91-82. Kansas State over Texas Tech 61-48. Tennessee over Alabama 59-54. Maryland defeats Michigan State 63-60. LaSalle over Fordham 66-54. Colorado over California 54-46. Some more scores from Saturday. St. Joseph's defeats the Kuzne 63-60. Xavier over DePaul 79-65. VCU defeats George Mason 72-60. Louisiana Tech over Southern Miss 93-65. Arkansas over Georgia 85-67. Mount St. Mary's over Robert Morris 75-66. Georgia State defeating Georgia Southern 72-67. Texas A&M CC over Incarnate Word 81-64. Marquette over Creighton 91-83. William and Mary defeating Ellen 71-66. Wolford over Chattanooga 79-67. Texas State over Louisiana Monroe 70-65. Oklahoma defeats TCU 73-68. UTEP over Charlotte 74-67. Appalachian State defeating Coastal Carolina 77-73. Auburn over Missouri 89-78. Illinois State over Southern Illinois 63-50. Texas San Antonio over Old Dominion 73-55. Northern Colorado defeating Sacramento State 70-67. North Dakota over Portland State 82-73. Lamar defeating McNeese 90-83. College Sport Check basketball scoreboard. St. Bonaventure defeating Massachusetts 60-56. Utah over Stanford 67-59. Syracuse over Georgia Tech 90-61. Boise State defeats Air Force 98-70. Richmond over St. Louis 72-62. Northwestern State over Central Arkansas 97-83. Clemson over Boston College 82-68. Wyoming defeats San Jose State 74-62. BYU over Loyola Marymount 89-81. South Alabama, they defeat Arkansas State 73-70. Wake Forest over Virginia Tech 89-84. New Orleans over Nicholls State 74-64. Troy over Little Rock 57-54. Youngstown State over Oakland 81-80. UMKC over Chicago State 87-82. Idaho over Southern Utah 84-75. Mississippi State defeats LSU 88-76. Rhode Island over Davidson 73-70. Prairie View A&M, they defeat Alcorn State 66-60. Middle Tennessee over Florida Atlantic 93-59. Princeton over Dartmouth 85-48. Some more scores from Saturday. College Sport Check basketball scoreboard. Cornell defeats Brown 92-78. And then we have UC Irvine defeats UC Davis 79-49. Samford over Furman 67-63. Charleston over James Madison 67-62. Northern Arizona defeats Eastern Washington 76-61. USC over Washington 74-58. Grambling over Alabama A&M 78-57. Santa Clara over San Francisco 76-69. Stephen F. Austin over Sam Houston State 64-56. Marshall over North Texas 106-104. Penn over Harvard 75-67. Fresno State over UNLV 72-59. Yale defeating Columbia 75-71. South Dakota over Western Illinois 78-69 in OT. Iona over Rider 78-70. Nevada defeats Colorado State 85-72. Western Kentucky over Rice 79-72. And then Long Beach State defeats Hawaii 84-75. George Washington, they defeat Dayton 87-81. Houston Baptist over Abilene Christian 81-72. Florida International over Alabama Birmingham 68-56. And talk about low scoring here. Milwaukee defeating Valparaiso 43-41. Jacksonville State over Tennessee Martin 66-55. Louisiana over Texas Arlington 83-81. Ole Miss over South Carolina 75-70. Jackson State over Alabama 65-59. Mississippi Valley State defeats Arkansas Pine Bluff 88-77. Texas Southern, they defeat Southern University 82-69. Towson over Northeastern State 82-54. East Tennessee State over Mercer 73-66. New Mexico State over Texas Rio Grande Valley 107-81. Utah Valley defeats Seattle 61-54. College Sports Chat basketball scoreboard. Weber State defeats Montana State 76-67. Montana over Idaho State, 65-76. IUPUI over North Dakota State, 76-57. Siena over Fairfield, 78-66. UC Santa Barbara over Cal Poly, 57-44. New Mexico over San Diego State, 64-59. Cal State Fullerton defeats Cal State Northridge, 86-78. And Grand Canyon over Cal State Bakersfield, 58-52. And that wraps up the Saturday games. Taking a look at Sunday, 36 games on Sunday. Starting with number 16, Purdue defeating Northwestern 69-65. Number 18, Cincinnati defeating Connecticut 67-47. Wichita State over Illinois State 71-51. Number 22, Wisconsin defeats Minnesota 66-49. We have Lehigh defeating Boston 91-88 in double OT. Iowa over Penn State 90-79. Winthrop defeats Campbell 76-59. Temple defeats South Florida 72-60. Bucknell over the Navy 70-65. North Carolina Wilmington defeating William and Mary 105-94. Florida Gulf Coast over North Florida 77-61. Houston over East Carolina 73-51. Tulane over Tulsa 81-69. Charleston defeating Towson 67-59. Siena over Monmouth 89-85. Illinois Chicago over Green Bay 79-70. North Carolina Greensboro over Wolford 77-73. South Dakota State over Denver 83-73. Iona over St. Peter 73-65. Northern Kentucky defeating Wright State 82-77. East Tennessee State over Samford 81-72. Michigan over Nebraska 93-57. Omaha over IPFW 84-80. All right, and those are the Sunday scores. Now for Monday, 17 games on Monday. We have number 4 Gonzaga, still a number 4 spot. They defeat Santa Clara 77-68. Number 19 now, St. Mary's, California. They did get bumped up one, and they defeated BYU 81-50. Maryland Eastern Shore over North Carolina A&T 75-65. Vermont over New Hampshire 74-41. Howard over Copeland State, 79-73. Kent State over Central Michigan, 116-106 in OT. Eastern Michigan defeating Northern Illinois, 76-69. North Carolina Wilmington over Charleston, 78-69. Albany over Stony Brook, 63-56. Western Michigan defeating Miami, Ohio, 65-61. Toledo over Bowling Green, 77-62. Iona over Siena, 87-86. Milwaukee defeats Illinois Chicago, 74-68. And Omaha defeating IUPUI, 90-62. All right, and those are the scores. Now, taking a look at the rankings here, top 25. And don't forget, March Madness starts on Tuesday, March 14th. All right, first place it's Kansas, Villanova second, third UCLA, fourth Gonzaga. Oregon is in fifth place. They climbed up from sixth, and then North Carolina drops down from fifth down to sixth. Seventh it's Arizona, Kentucky in eighth. Baylor right now in ninth place. Louisville drops down to 10th place, down from eighth. 11th right now is West Virginia, SMU in 12th. Purdue 13th. Duke is 14th, and 15th it's Cincinnati. Now Purdue, Duke, and Cincinnati all climbed up 3 spots. Purdue climbs from 16th to 13th, Duke 17th up to 14th, and then Cincinnati from 18th up to 15th. Florida State drops down 1 to 16th. Florida, the Gators, they're in 17th right now. They dropped down 5. Butler in 18th. And then Mount St. Mary's, as we just mentioned, California climbed up from 20th up to 19th. Florida, Butler, both dropped 5 spots. Now we have Wichita State right now in 20th. 21st now, West Virginia. Notre Dame 22nd. They actually dropped down 3 spots. They were up in 19th last week. Iowa State in 23rd. Wisconsin down in 24th right now, and Maryland was non-ranked. They just broke in. They're right now sitting in 25th. Taking a look at other schools that are receiving votes. Middle Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Minnesota, Michigan, Dayton, Seton Hall, Southern California, Providence, Vermont, Arkansas, Miami, VCU, Wake Forest, Creighton, Michigan State, Princeton, and North Carolina, Wilmington. And that's going to do it for today. Back on Friday from the Skybox Podcast Center. This is Manny A, and this is College Sport Check Basketball Scoreboard.